ain't surf. You looking all hurt. Funny till your ego got nerfed. But I made it all worse. Woke up looking like work.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see this team's superstar tight end. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. We're just moments away from the action on Sunday night.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win.
For the final time in the regular season, it's Week 18, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week. Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It is 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. His kick is perfect. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That one caught by Smith. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. 3rd down, 3 to go. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against a perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And his guys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We'll see how much usage they want to give him here in Week 18, but he is the NFL's leader in receiving yards among running backs. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. It's a touchdown. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The PAT, up and good. And the visitors take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. We'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason end of the night. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. And that is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and you know they missed on that long attempt. At least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 10-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and This time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Now the return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They send him right out of the slot. Back to the air once more on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently second in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Whoa! And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now, faking the give. To the right side here, pass is caught. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I will be right back after this. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. This one complete right side. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go right and find his running back. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll look to throw again. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
With the score, visitors 13.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. 35-17 was the final. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. This one taken at the 10. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3. They face second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be third down and short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have it up there for the first down. Take it up to the 43-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now he'll run it. They get 21 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
He'll drop to throw.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. on the bootleg. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? A quick throw right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. This team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Down at the 21, a gain of 1. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Slot man in motion right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A gain there of 21. And that will be a 1st down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Back to the air one more time. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's enough for a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
And 4 at the 23-yard line.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The running back on the option. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Man in motion is Smith. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss. And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And now the punting unit will come on. Important punt here in this tie game late. This will be returnable from his own 15. So now this team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's first down. Right away, they'll set up. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now, on 2nd and long. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. We'll stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick to the ground. Now a second timeout called by the defense. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And now here comes the punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down. That's the end.
So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now a first throw here in overtime. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Just shy at the goal line. A gain of 8 brings up second and goal.
They'll look to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. Now this looks like a design run. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up fourth and goal.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
This kick is good. He knocks it through, and they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the court.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one complete right side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and When you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So it's a win for our visitors. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.